Hey everybody, it's Leah. How are you? So this is my first time going live. Am I live? I think so. Okay, does it tell me how long I've been live? I have to go live for an hour. So let's see. Okay, we'll figure it out. Hey, can you tell me what time it is?
6:50.
Okay, there we go. So I'm going live for an hour. This is to qualify for some prize that I just received notice of, and I have to do it now. There's only 200 spots left, and I don't even know if I'm going to make it, but we're going to try. So we're going to do skincare and makeup with all my favorite products. So first, we're going to use this Bellame Hydrating Cleanser. I bought the travel pack because I wanted to see what it was like before I asked people to buy it, to see how many uses I got out of it. If the packaging is good. And I really like it. The cleanser you can use on dry skin. I got my roots covered today. You can see I've still got a little bit of hair color. Let's see if we can get it off. But anyways, you can use this cleanser on dry skin. You just put it on. It smells really, really good. You massage it in. Got all the gunk off my face. I got my hair done today. Oh yeah, I've got some stuff on my face. So we're gonna get it off with just a damp towel. See if this takes the hair color off. Oh, look, I think it is. This is a hydrating cleanser. Like the whole travel set is full of hydration. So let's get the cleanser off our face and get ready to do makeup. I think I'm gonna do my makeup, change clothes, refresh my hair. My daughter's 25th birthday is tomorrow, and she is working tonight. So I'm going to go visit her because she's going to be busy celebrating with her friends tomorrow. So we're cleaning all the days. I don't know if you care about that, but you can see it got the day's dirt off of my face. And then we're going to let my face dry just a little bit. Do our skincare, and then we're going to do a full face of makeup. So if you're just joining or whatever, I have to go live for an hour. I don't know if anybody else here does the creator stuff. So I'm new to TikTok. I'm really behind with, I guess, the TikTok, everything to do with TikTok. So I just got a message that if I go live for an hour, I join some kind of challenge and I can win gifts and prizes and some kind of diamond points or something. Okay, so we're going to use our hydrating eye cream. This is the travel size of the Bellame eye cream. We're going to use this. I use this along with about probably 3 to 4 to 5 other eye creams. I'm all about attacking the eye area. So I have to go live for an hour, and there were only 232 spots left for people to do the hour live. So I hope I make it, because people could have already been live, before I started, and they could finish before I do, which good for them. But I want to get in on this too. Okay, so this is our hydrating serum. This is one of my favorite things. It feels so good, and y'all are going to see it gets you a big, it gets you a glow when you put your makeup on. I use this liberally before I go to bed. I just apply the heck out of it. So we'll let that soak in for a minute. And when I do my eye cream before makeup, I consider it like a primer and an eye moisturizer. So it's going to plump up my eye area, and it's going to give my eyeshadow kind of something to stick to. I'll put a little bit of concealer on too, but when I do the eye cream before makeup, I consider it a primer as well. It kind of like tightens and brightens. So it's going to plump up my eye area and give a little something for my makeup to catch to. And our final step is going to be this hydrating moisturizer, another great product in the travel size set. You get cleaner, which we used on a dry face, which I think is amazing. Eye cream, the hydrating serum, and moisturizer. And we're going to let this, we're going to let our face set for a minute. And I'm going to get my products ready. I'm going to be using my favorite makeup, which you're going to see is different stuff. So I have a favorite foundation I've been using for about 2 months now, and I really, really love it. It's the Hybrid Foundation by Bellame. Okay, this is and here's another eye cream I use. This is the Hydra Master Ultra Revival eye cream from Pharmacy. So we're going to put another one on. I just figure, if I stack the eye creams on my eyes, it's going to have to slow down aging, right? I think so. We're just going to stack that eye cream up. So I use a hydrating, an anti-aging, a brightening eye cream, and an antioxidant eye cream. If you don't have something antioxidant in your skincare routine, you might want to add it, because that is really good for your skin. It protects against free radicals and things like that. So, and even just one antioxidant item is really going to help. So back to what I'm doing. I am doing an hour-long live, my very first live on TikTok, and I'm putting a big responsibility on myself to go live for an hour. So, and I know I can do it. If I take my time with my makeup, I can go live for an hour. And whoever joins, if you want to be friends, leave a comment, give me a follow, and I'll be glad to follow you back and go comment on your videos. Like I said, I'm kind of new to using TikTok, so I want to make friends. I am here to make friends. And a lot of my friends are already here. So if you jump on, say hi, and maybe I'll see your comment. Again, I haven't done a live before, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I don't know if I see anything. I don't even know if any of y'all are going to comment. So back to what I was talking about. My daughter, my firstborn, the kid that made me a mom and got to live through all of my mistakes, is going to be 25 tomorrow. I still can't believe she's going to be 25. She was born at 9:59 in the morning tomorrow, 25 years ago. So July 21st, 1999. And I'm telling you, being a girl mom, I have a girl and 2 boys. Being a girl mom and a boy mom is fantastic. But being a girl mom, since it's her birthday, she really is now, which, when your kids are young, you say, I'm not your friend, I'm your mom. So I did that to the best of my ability. I tried to be a mom and not be her friend, even though sometimes she did need a friend. But now she is amazing. She has a 2-year-old, my grandson. So grateful for him. He is the best blessing. But for her, I really do feel like we're friends now. I'm still her mom, and sometimes she doesn't really like it. She's like, Mom, can you ever stop momming? And I'm like, well, no. You don't just stop momming. I still, want to give her advice and stuff. And I do try not to, even when she's at work. So she's a restaurant manager. She's done really well for herself. She started out as a server. She's 25, probably 4 or 5 years ago at a restaurant. And she was promoted to a shift manager. And then she was promoted to one of the managers. So she's a manager. It's a French restaurant. And even when I go in, I try to tell her stuff. I don't know anything about being a restaurant manager. I don't know anything about restaurants. But I'm like, I don't know. if I see something, I'll offer her advice or something. So I try to stop momming so hard because she's doing very well. Like I said, she's my oldest. My boys are 23 and 20, and they don't live in Tennessee. So we live in Middle Tennessee. My oldest son lives in northern Colorado, and my youngest son lives in Wyoming. So probably the only reason I don't boss them around is because I don't see them as much. You know, if I see my oldest son 2 or 3 times a year, I'm thrilled. And my youngest son, I see a little more, just because he comes to visit and stuff. So I do see him a little more, but I would still be momming. So I'm trying to like back off and let them be adults. So advice to moms with younger kids. Your kids are going to be fine. You're doing the best you can. Be a mom and trust your instincts. Because I was pretty sure my kids were going to kill me. Like, not kill me, but emotionally. Like, just trying to raise them and worry about all the mistakes that I might make. Okay, so we did our eyebrows. This is one of my favorite pencils. It's from, is it Celesty? Yeah, it's from Celesty. And it has the little spoolie brush. It has a brown pencil line. And when I got my hair today, there were ladies talking about their eyebrows disappear, which they do. They were saying over 40, so I'm over 50. But they get their eyebrows microbladed because their eyebrows really disappeared. And I feel them. I do. But basically, I mean, I'm lucky in that my eyebrows have kind of disappeared at the ends. But I still have a really good base to follow. So, I've had days where I've spent hours trying to perfect my eyebrows. To me, those days are in the past. I just want to fill them in as good as I can and have them be as symmetrical as I can get them. So here we go. And this is the Bellame Illuminating Primer. And you can see it gives me a glow too. And I really like that. So I'm going to let this sit and relax while I do some eyeshadow. And I did put lotion on my face as, oh no, where's my concealer? Okay, here it is. I did put, 2 lotions on my eyes to give myself just a bit of plumping, illuminating. And then I'm just going to put some concealer on my eyelid, not all the way up. At this stage in my makeup game, I like to have the tops of my eyebrows not be colored at all. The tops of my eyelids, like up here, not have concealer and not have even very much eyeshadow at all. So I just put some concealer on the bottom. And that's going to even out the discoloration on my eyelid and give the eyeshadow something to cling to. And it's also going to make the colors a bit more vibrant. And your eyeshadow won't be patchy. So there we go. With a bit, I'm getting all kinds of messages up there and I have no idea what they mean. I don't know what that means. Community Fest starts on July. Oh, I'm just getting random messages. Community Fest starts on July 22nd. Okay. And then you just pat it in. Let that dry for a second. We're going to use, I wasn't sure which eyeshadow palette to use. But since I have to go live for an hour, I'm going to spend more time on my eyeshadow. And I'm going to use the big palette. So this is the Bellame Showstopper palette. It's what I got with one of my starter kits. And if you can see, it's got really beautiful colors. It's 20 eyeshadows. It's a big range. I would say it leans more neutral, but it's got shimmers, mattes. They have pretty names like Biscotti, French Silk, Crushed, Stardust, Plum Perfect. Come on. The name Plum Perfect. How could you not love that eyeshadow? So we're going to do, I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to mess around. I don't have any big plans for what I'm going to do with my eyes, so we're just going to play. First things first, let's put some Biscotti. So we're just gonna, whoops, take a big, let's see, this is my blending brush. Let me get my brushes together. Okay, so we're gonna take biscotti with just like a wider blending brush and put it on the bottom of my eye. I really do love eyeshadow. And what I'm going to do is, well, we're going to see because I'm not sure what will happen, but I'm going to try to go for like a look that kind of just dresses the makeup up, but isn't super over the top because I'm not trying to be glam. I'm trying to look polished. We're just going to look polished and we're going to be happy. Oh, we press in our base color and let's blend it out a bit. And see how I didn't have to go all the way up to my eyebrow with the concealer? Because weirdly, it all blends together. It all looks natural, but then it doesn't look so made up when you have eyeshadow or concealer all the way up to your brow. Okay, so we have our base color. Let's pick, let me get a different brush. So we're gonna take a brush like this and we're going to deposit some color. So we're going to use a little bit of a denser brush. Try to get, it's this one. It's a denser brush. It is. And let's see what color. We're going to go in with a lighter color of Vixen, which is closer to my skin tone. So we're going to, of this palette, we're going to go with like this one. One of the, is that right? Where'd it go? Yeah, Vixen. So one of the lighter colors, and we're going to start to build up the eyeshadow. So dip it, put it in the eyeshadow, and then tap, 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 tap. And we're going to start like almost at the furthest we can get on the outer corner and start dropping color and blending. So we're going to drop that color, and then we're going to blend it out. Because I don't want it to go in at all. So when I blend, I'm going to blend out in just really soft, small circles. We might do some windshield wiper blending in a little bit. But right now we're just doing the real small. And like I can barely feel this on my skin. I'm using the lightest amount of pressure, circling and blending out. There we go, and go back, tap it in the eyeshadow, tap it off the brush. Out the most outer part of the corner of the eye, and then blend with really soft circles. And again, like I'm using the softest hand and blending out. There we go. And we're going to do this a few, if not several times. And we just want to build, but we want to blend it really well, like I said, so it's not patchy. And we have a good base of eyeshadow. Outer corner, blend, blend, blend. Hey, will you tell me, hello? Oh, okay. Got a phone call. Okay, so just blend, blend, blend. And if you're like getting new at using the soft hand, hold the brush way down at the bottom, and it's like impossible to press hard when you do that. Will you tell me when it's been an hour?
Yeah, I've got the timer working.
Oh, thank you. Okay. There we go. And the light's a little different, but I feel like it's a little higher over here. So we're going to go just a tad. And it's like deeper into the crease. So we're just going to add some color and brush out. There we go. No, they're both like even. And one thing I like to do is when I add a color to my eyeshadow, I just run it under my eye. And it's like we're building up eyeliner at the same time. This is a lighter color, so I can be more liberal with putting it on. Okay, so let's pick some other colors. Let's go in with, what brushes do we have? I don't have all my eyeshadow brushes, so we're gonna like make do. But now we're gonna go in with just a shade darker. So we're gonna go, what's this one called? I'm gonna learn the names. This one is Cider. So we're gonna go in with Cider, same brush, tap, and then tap the excess product off and put it on the outer corner as well. Hello, good evening. How are you? Oh man, I finally see a comment. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for commenting. You're the first comment I've seen. So I am trying to go live for an hour for a TikTok challenge. It's my first live. I just got the notification that the spots were running out for people to do this. So I got my makeup, turned TikTok live on, and here I am. I used to be too scared to do stuff like that, but now it doesn't bother me at all. Okay, so we're just taking our blending brush, and you can see that darker color is blending it up a lot. And again, really light hand, soft circles. So soft circles. And you're just gonna blend, blend, blend. And when you're working with the neutrals, you can mix like colors forever. You can just mix them in there. Which I might do, I'm either going to use a deep plum. Let's see, what are our choices? Sangria, Love Spell, or Perfectly Plum is going to be like our bold accent color. So I don't know if anybody's watching, but if y'all have a choice between Sangria, Perfectly Plum, or Love Spell, leave it in the comments. Tell me which one you think should be our accent color. And that's the one that's going to add the most vavoom to the look. And then again, we're going to take that color and pull it along the bottom of our eyelid to start working on an eyeliner. Go under. Okay. Blend some more. So we're working with 3 eyeshadows. We've used 3 neutrals really. So now I'm going to go in with a bit of a deeper color and be really careful with the placement to build up the color a little bit. So for this one, we're going to use Dreamsicle. For this one, we're going to use Dreamsicle. Isn't that a pretty sounding name? Which is a little bit deeper than anything we've used. And we're just going to barely tap our brush in it. Tap the excess off. And just make a straight line on the side. Then tap the product. Just a straight line on the side before we start blending. And that's about right where I want the product to be. Let's get our blending brush. Hold your brush at the end, really, really soft circles, and let's blend it out. soft round circles, like in the, which you can still do, like the windshield wiper swishing, but I want all of these colors that I'm putting on right now to stay at the outer corner. So hold your brush at the end, really, really soft circles outwards. I'm not pushing anything in, I'm pushing it out, and I'm going to clean up all that with concealer. Pull some under the eye again to get our eyeliner going. And let's put another, take another one. Straight line. These shadows are so pigmented and they just blend so well. I don't know if you can see how good the lighting is, but these shadows blend amazingly well. Does anybody have the Bellame Showstopper palette? I know there's probably a lot of Bellame people on TikTok. So if you have it, let me know. Let me know your favorite eyeshadow shade from this palette. If I had to pick, I can't even pick a favorite yet. I will, but just not right now. I haven't been using it long enough. There is one color that I use alone. What's the name? Okay, it's the Cider. If I'm just going to wear one shade of eyeshadow, I use the Cider and blend it out really well. It goes with like any lipstick shade and it blends amazingly well. Okay, so let's see what we think it's going to look like. So as of right now, we have a really neutral eye look. This is going to last all day. It's not patchy. It's not going anywhere. And that's just because of the time we spent building the product in and putting it on. So we have our base. Ooh, which one do I want to use? There's a pretty sparkly blue, but I don't know if I want to go there yet. So I think I'm going to go with some, you know what? We're going to go with Love Spell. Love Spell is going to be our statement. So that's this one, the deep purple, kind of a deep plum, I should say plum. And with this one, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to tap it on the end, and we're going to blend it, and it's going to add a lot of dimension. And we're going to bring it down as our eyeliner as well. So you can see we're really building up that eyeliner. Right at the end. Hide as a liner. There we go. And now we can see some shadow happening, right? Blending brush, where'd you go? And we're going to do the same thing that we've done with the other colors. Really soft circles, blend it out. What do y'all think about shimmer? I have mixed feelings on shimmer. I really do. At my age, at 50, over 50, I have mixed feelings on shimmer, but I think I might put a little bit of shimmer. And now we can, so we've added our colors, and now we can add a little bit. Now we can windshield wiper and add a little bit only at the top and only above the crease. And the reason we do that is because it really opens up hooded eyes. When you bring a little in above your crease, not on your eyelid, above your crease, that is what's going to open up your hooded eyes. Okay, so let's take the plum, put another dab of that over here, and blend that out some more. honestly. Oh, yeah. I have used it before, but they say shimmer ages you. So we're just going to use a little. And before I do it, I'm going to do like a faux cut crease. So we're just going to take a little bit of concealer and put it on like over where we already put the neutral. And we're just going to pat it in. And this is going to be like a pretend cut crease. We'll let that sit for a second. Blend our shadow around it. What are your favorite colors to use, Karen? And then, let's see, what should we did the purple. Let's go with cupcake. Why don't we try cupcake? So we're gonna go with this shimmer. And then we're just gonna press it right where we want it. There we go. Press our cupcake right where we want it. Okay, take our brush and blend some more. We're going to do a few more things to the eyeshadow, but when we're closer to being done, neutral browns and light colors, yeah, those are the ones I really love too. Sometimes I will pop on like an emerald green, a navy blue, something like that. Sometimes I will pop on a bold color, but mainly I live in neutrals. So now we're gonna do our base face, some foundation. And with this one, I'm using, it's a hybrid foundation. It's really nice with a full pump of glow drops. So this is number 4, the shade 4 in Bellame. It's really, really nice. This is right now my favorite foundation for my skin, for mature skin. It doesn't sit in my lines. I tried some and I was so hopeful, but they made me look older. Like they sat in my lines. They accentuated my aging instead of like helping it. I wouldn't even say like, you don't have to camouflage it, but don't make it look worse, you know? Like, don't sit in my lines. Don't crease. Don't draw the camera's focus to wrinkles. I try not to use a whole lot of product on my nose because we're going to contour it, and I really try to keep the product away from my under eyes because 2 reasons. We built up the eyeliner, and if you leave some of that natural color at your eyeline, I find that's kind of attractive. Like you're not just like, I don't know the word to use. It gives you some color. You're not so washed out. I'm afraid to pop. Yeah. No, I get that. I do. Sometimes I want to pop. I love me some blush. Sometimes I do love bold eyeshadows. I have a green I really love playing with. One of my favorite combinations is green and burnt orange. And you'd be like, it sounds... it sounds like it'd be scary to wear, but it's really fun to wear. Okay, so I still have a little bit, you can see the dye left from my hair color. But we're just going to press this into our face. Let it sit for a second before we do anything else. And see, I was really able to clean up a lot of that eyeshadow with my foundation. And some people will tell you to always do eyeshadow first before you do foundation. I don't really care. I will do eyeshadow first sometimes, and then you can clean it up. But if not, even if you've already got foundation and concealer on, you can just basically just brush it off. Just brush it off a little bit. I love this Ultimate Miracle Worker Fix from Philosophy. It's a great like pre-lip treatment before you put any product on your lip. So we're gonna put that on. I don't know how long I've been live. Do y'all? What time is it?
7:25. You've got 35 minutes.
I've been live for 25 minutes. Okay, so I got this from a TikTok shop, actually. And it is amazing. It is the Dermatology Medical Grade Skincare Luminous Eye Corrector SPF 41. Y'all are going to die when I just put just a drop of this under my eye. Like, if you're like me, you're just going to die. And the first time I used it, I used way too much because I wasn't sure how magical it was. So I'm going to go less. But I love it. It's got like this cooling metal tip. So just touching it on my skin feels so good. It's cold. It's going to reduce the inflammation. I'm just going to like tap, tap, tap it under my eye. And let it sit for a second. I have no... yeah, well, I have a lot of suggestions. But you can fake a lip with lip liner and... Say, look at that. Is that not crazy good? It's not a concealer. It's like a color corrector before you do anything else. So when I do my lips, I'll show you some ways that you can make them look plumper. It's been about 1.5 years since I've had lip filler, but I get Juvederm. Absolutely love it. There are some really nice lip plumpers on the market that work well. They might sting a little bit, but they're actually going to plump your lips up. But that if you don't want to do lip filler, I would recommend doing some maneuvering with a lip liner, lip gloss. You can even use concealer. There's so many things you can do to make your lips appear bigger. And I'll show you. When I get to my lips, I'll show you. And I know if you can't stay that long on the live, you can watch the replay. But basically, you can manipulate your products. Okay. Speaking of which, I need an eyelash curler. So I curl, my lashes are stick straight. I'm talking stick straight. So I'll curl them about 5 times before I put any mascara on. I just bought a heated eyelash curler. I don't have it here, but I'm going to try that. I'm using a new mascara. Have y'all ever used a tubing mascara? I had just started to hear about it, and then my mother-in-law gave me one. And I'm telling you, this is the only thing I'm using now. It doesn't smear. It doesn't run. It stays on until you take it off, and you can take it off with just water. You don't have to like rub your eyes to pieces to get it off. So while my foundation sets before I put anything else on it, we're going to take some time curling our lashes. Let's see. Do I have... Oh, I didn't bring a setting powder. Let me see if there's one in here. Do I have... It's really... So normally after I do my foundation, I would set it with a little bit of powder before I start doing my blush and stuff, but I didn't bring a powder. So we're going to go in. Where's our contour pencil? Oh, I really hope I have that. My contour crayon is one of my favorite items. But where is it? Oh no. I'm gonna have to get up and find it if I don't see it, because I cannot do my makeup without my contour crayon. It makes everything better. I found it. Okay, so this is, oh, I need to sharpen it. This is one of my favorite things from Celesty. It's a contour crayon. And do I have a sharpener? Yes. So I'm going to give it just a little bit of sharpening. And then you're going to see how easy this thing makes it to contour. I just remember my grandson was playing with my new contour brush, so I won't be able to use that. This is a tip I've learned on TikTok and Instagram. So hold your hand about right there, and when you do your contour, do like a V. It's really high up. Like when I saw people doing it, I was a little scared. Actually, it's not really, I didn't do it very symmetrical. So let's pull this down a little. And then on either side of our nose, we're just gonna make a couple dots. Da, 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 da. This is a tip for the fuller lips. Do a little bit of contour under your bottom lip. And then we're just gonna do it right on the jawline. Contour crayon makes it so easy. And then I'm going to take, so we use that luminous eye corrector, and like, look at my under eyes. If you have been here for a minute and you saw the before, you can see how like magical it is. I highly, highly recommend that product. Recommend that product. And then right above like the inverted V, we'll put a little bit of concealer. And then under it. And then a little bit of sun damage, we'll cover it with the concealer. And then let's take this brush to blend out the concealer. And we're gonna blend it down. And that one, you just wanna make sure you blend it into your neck, and it's gonna eliminate that double chin. And then up here at the top, we just beat it in. And I have like a square chubby face, and this gives my face some shape. So it just doesn't look so chubby. Gives me some sculpting. So this does, it sculpts your face. And then with the V, you really just want to press it into your skin, like all the way up to the hairline. And blend those lines out. We don't want any lines, but we want that face sculpting. What show is anybody watching? Is anybody watching a show right now? Anything they're addicted to on Netflix, Prime Video, anything? Oh yeah, I have my favorite brush to blend out my contour. And this one, like especially on the nose, we're gonna take a minute and take our time, because we really want that sculpted nose. I've heard this, like as you get older, your nose, your ears, and your feet get bigger, and I believe it. Is bigger. There we go. Do I have any? I just want to make sure I have no lines. I get them all. But look at like the difference that crayon makes. You would think, contour crayon, is that just a gimmick? No, it works fantastic. And it lasts. Like that's gonna last all day, and that is a very inexpensive product. And if that's from Celesty, if you want to know how to get any of these products, just let me know. I will be happy to help you. Contour crayon, very affordable. The Bellame foundation, perfect for any age, but especially mature skin. Eyeshadows, you can get it honestly anywhere. Like, oh God, I can't think of what my friend Amanda gets. They're really cheap. What's it called? I don't know. She gets a 4-pack of eyeshadows for like $3. Kiss, it's a really inexpensive brand that you can get like at Dollar General even. But for eyeshadows, you just want to make sure they're the colors you like. They're blendable. But some products you can't skip on, like foundation, contour. This luminous eye product I showed you is probably like $40, but I mean, it's amazing. You can't get a knockoff of this and expect it to be that good. You can't get a knockoff of like a contour and expect it to work like this one did. Eyeshadow, lip products, unless you want a really good lip stain or something, lip products are basically lip products. But there's other products that you want to invest in, and they're going to last for a long time. Like, my foundation has already lasted me 2 months. I think it was $48, but like I said, it's already lasted me 2 months. This luminous eye corrector, it's probably going to last me 6 months, if not longer. So let's let this kind of set. We're going to do some more stuff, but first I want to give this time to, I just don't want to put it on and do other stuff and wipe it right off, So we're gonna let this settle. That should be the word I use. We're gonna let it settle for a moment. It feels so good having my grays covered. And my hairdresser just such a good job. No grays. She takes her time blowing my hair out. Like, don't y'all love hair day? It is one of my favorite days for sure. So we're gonna do a few things to like sculpt the nose a little more. I'm gonna put some concealer here. Tap it down. There, and you can see it all. I wish I could use my left hand so I didn't have to cross over, but my left hand I'm not ambidextrous. I really have to use my right hand to make sure I pat it exactly where I want it. We really want that sculpted nose. I actually think I'm going to go in a little bit more with the contour crayon because it's like the closer these lines are, the more sculpted your nose is. I should have went in a little more. Let's try that. Let's try this with our magic contour brush. Oh, brushes, if you have some really good quality brushes, like, I wouldn't recommend skimping on brushes. Your makeup is gonna look flawless. It's the better, especially like blending brushes and eyeshadow brushes you have, the better your product is gonna look. Okay, so I am happy with that. Now we'll just go back in the center with a little more concealer. How long have I been live? Does anyone know? Does anyone want to guess before we ask and find out? I'm hoping like 45 minutes because I'm gonna run out of makeup to do. Trying to go live for an hour. But here, let's put another tap of concealer just right down the middle and we'll blend that out. How long have we been live?
You've got 11 minutes to go.
Really? Y'all, I've only got 11 minutes to go to be live for an hour and meet that first level of whatever challenge is. I hope I made it. I hope I was one of the people who still had a spot to do it. Okay. There we go. So, and when I back up, you can see a little better. But I'm really happy with my nose, with the way my nose looks. So, now let's go in with some blush. Love, love, love blush. This is the Bellame face palette. I'm going to go in with this one. Karen, if you're still here. So, this is what I mean by a pop of blush. Like, we're going to put it above, almost like right at the top of where we did our contour. And then more right here. Kind of the apple. And this is where you start to really look put together and polished. When you add the blush and you blend it out. Let's get our big blush brush. I'd say why I wanted to let my foundation sit for a minute before I started applying brush and blending. Because I don't just want to like wipe my foundation right off. And I love, love, love this pre-made palette. So it has blush, bronzer, highlighter, and I think 4 eyeshadows. Yeah, 4 eyeshadows. Bring that up a little. Smooch on the blush. We're smooching the blush on. And we're going to take this bronzer. It's a really light, shimmery bronzer, and just touch up like where the sun would hit us. Where the sun would hit us. Wherever we want it. Wherever we want to put the bronzer, we're putting it on. And so, see how it just like pulls your whole face together? And which lip? I don't have that many lip products with me. So, we're going to use, well, I think we're going to have to use red. Okay, so if you weren't ready for a bold red lip, which I'm not saying I wasn't ready, but I'm going to do it. Okay. Thank you. See, a little bit of a pop. You can blend it out and then it just like helps you look polished. So, show you some tricks to make your lips look plumper. And let me make sure it's not in here. Please let my other lip pencil be in here. It is. Okay, and I'm going to add the red at the end, but I didn't want to only work with a red pencil. So this one, it's a Bellamy lip liner. It doesn't have the name of it on it. Is it Empower? Yes, this is Empower. So it's almost like a dusty pink. If you want your lips to look bigger. So y'all could say when I put my makeup on, I put like the foundation, a little bit of concealer went on my lips. And now I almost have to draw them again. So I'm going to take the dusty pink at like right here. We're just going to draw a straight line. And we're even going to make it up higher than where my lips go. And we're going to do the same thing where we had our bronzer down here. Like, see how that bronzer gives you the contour gives you an illusion of a bigger bottom lip? So we're going to push this up a little bit. And we're going to go on our actual lip on the bottom and just really, really deepen our bottom lip. And then give yourself a Cupid's bow. If you don't have one, you can draw one. And then this kind of shows us what we're working with. So this right here is going to make your lips look bigger and fuller. Contour under your lip. Take your lip liner. Really build up your lower lip. Straight line at the top. And then draw out your Cupid's bow. When you get older, instead of like letting the lip line follow your lips, you want to like stop before you get to the corner, because when we get older, the outside of your lips can kind of go down, and we don't want to accentuate that. So follow the line of your lips, but not all the way to the corner. And then just keep on. With this, like if I was using red, I wouldn't be able to do this as much because red is an unforgiving lip color. A dusty pink, a lighter color, it's not like, if red gets outside of your lip line, it's so dramatic. This one, not so much. We can clean it up. See how we're building up a fuller, plumper lip with just this lip liner? And then you can take your finger and push it all the way out without accentuating the end of your lip line. And I'll show you another trick. Now we're going to take the red. And you may think red and dusty pink, that's not going to match. Well, it can. And we're going to take the red and go at the bottom. And see, by putting it at the bottom and not inside your lip, it's opening up your lip as well. I'm going to do it softly at the top. Again, this is red and dusty pink, and it doesn't look bad. And then smush. And there we go. We got a nice full lip. Another trick you can do to make it look pouty, just take the tiniest dab of concealer. Woo, this concealer is pigmented. I'm gonna have to go over this. So, that shows you how good that concealer works, huh? And what that did was brighten it up, but I kind of like it. But it also gives you more of a pouty lip. But we're going to take it, I wasn't really looking for a light pink. So we're going to go back in and go over it, around it. But just leave like the concealer in the middle. And then your lip is fuller and polished. And the way we're building it up and applying different coats, it's going to last all night. Okay. So there we go. Big mouth, big lips. Just by contour, lip liner, and a dab of concealer. You don't want to use that much concealer. A tiny dab is fine. I should have just like barely touched it and pulled my finger off of it because I had to go over it again. But if you do use concealer and it gives you a little too much, just do the same thing. Go back over it with some color. And you can blend, use different colors, put a gloss over it. A gloss makes your lips look bigger. Uh-oh. What happened? I lost my light. Okay, I don't know what happened. My screen went dim. Hopefully y'all can still see me. Okay, so we're pumping up our lashes again. And then I'm gonna show y'all this Tarte mascara. I wish I would have shared it on prom day because it was on sale. But you can get it anywhere you get Tarte Cosmetics. And it is awesome. Oh, here we go. I don't know why my phone screen did that. It's going to be hard for me to see, but I'm going to finish. So here it is. It's Tartelette XL Tubing Mascara. And at first, I wasn't sure what tubing mascara was or is, but it's supposed to like surround your lashes, and the mascara creates a tube over every individual lash. And I will never be able to explain that and make it make any sense. But when you're taking it off, you get it because it comes off like a strip. It's so hard to explain. But I'm telling you, this does not smear. I have slept in it I have had my eyes water. I even sprayed water on it, and this mascara goes nowhere. And I love the way it looks too. It's a pretty black color, like lengthening and volumizing. So it's going to be a long time before I switch mascaras. I'm really, like I said, I'm really happy with my foundation, the contour crayon, my mascara, the face palette, things like that. I feel like I really have a good list of products right now for myself and for other people with mature skin who maybe have had issues finding products they like in the past. Another thing about mascara, when you apply it, like, try to get it on every lash. You want to go in and get the baby lashes on the top and on the bottom.
You got 2 minutes.
Oh, thank you. And the more, if you hit every lash, and then when you're done, not done, but like right now, I'm going in and just hitting the tips of my lashes. It makes a big difference when you do it like that than if you just, you know, apply it haphazardly and don't hit every lash. You'll be like, wow, I have lashes. That's how I feel when I do it. Okay, so we'll let this mascara dry for a minute. Put on some eyeliner, and then I'm going to see my almost 25-year-old. Where's my eyeshadow? Okay, so we're going to take our eyeshadow and that, where's the brush? Oh, thank you. Y'all, we did it. Y'all kept me company and we did it for an hour. Can you even believe that? My first TikTok live and it's an hour. Yay. Okay, so I'm just going back in with that deep plummy purple and just applying it to my liking. So it really pops. I'm not sure if my mascara is dry. We'll give it a second. We'll give it a second, and then I'm gonna go, I wanna put it on more dramatically as an eyeliner, but I don't wanna smear my mascara. So, what do y'all think? We took an hour, we did our time, I washed my face live, did some makeup, and I'm really thankful, especially for you, Karen. Thanks for coming on and commenting. But we're going to take that purple and build up our eyeliner. And we're good to go. I'm going to put on a cute shirt and hit the road. And really hope... What? Oh, no, thank you. And really hope that I was one of like 100,000 creators who completed the challenge. If you have any questions about products or anything, message me, drop a comment. I will be so glad to answer. And I really appreciate, I have no idea. It just hit me. I don't know how to turn this off. I don't know how to stop a live. Let me see. What do I do? Blend it a little more. When I put my glasses on, I can see stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna blend that lip liner in. And let's see, how do I stop it? Does anybody know? Oh my God, am I gonna have to phone a friend? How do I stop a live? Am I taking pictures? I have no idea what I'm doing. Does anybody know how you stop a live? Wow, this isn't really user-friendly. Okay, so I'm pushing what looks like a power button, but it's not stopping.